Hello, welcome to the Hobby Corner. I hope you're all well. Hope you are all well. Let me know in the comments how you're doing, what you're up to, all that lovely stuff. I apologize for the delay. I was here, I was ready to go. I was right here and I was ready to press go live. And then I heard my wife shout. And I had to scurry along. And what happened was my oldest boy, he wanted to be helpful and he wanted to wash up his plate that he used, which was nice. The problem is, in the sink there was a stack of stuff in there already, and one of the plates was kind of tipped at an angle where if you have the tap running on it, the water's just gonna go off onto the side behind the sink and go everywhere, and that's exactly what happened. So half the kitchen was flooded, and it was literally like only a couple of seconds he had the tap on to do that, but it was a whole lot of mess. So anyway, we're here, we made it. Had to quickly help mop up the mess, and oh yeah, the joys of being a parent, eh? Anyways, what are you lot all up to, eh? Oh, probably wondering why I was late. Cool. Steak in the air fryer, then slapped on some brioche buns. Okay, interesting. Welcome in, Under Hive Hero. How you doing, Wolfenstein? Hope you're well. Void Captain, hope you're good. What's with the cool story, Bob? Okay, well, it comes up on Restream as cool. I guess it's an emoji here. Waylander, how you doing? Good evening, all you pet cats, as I believe the 1950s kids would say. What? Right, so you thought I fell into the loo. I shat myself, or both. What else did I? It's a social experiment. How to be antisocial. See how long we'll hang around. Well, you never know. Could have been. Maybe I just made up some stuff. Burned himself trying to scoff a whole pizza. No, I already ate. Made some chicken wraps, y'all. Lost it. Just doing a bit of painting. Waiting for Lisa and Abby to get back at 1:30, 2 a.m. Oh, lovely. Nice late flight just to get it cheap. I did the same. So yeah, that's it, man. That's fascinating as it is. Yeah, I put my phone here. I've been printing as well. I've got something printing right now. But yeah, this is what I printed. It's a 1:2 scale of the original sculpt of the Red Rocket that is, on top of a cafe petrol station place. But the issue with it was just one tiny little support failed ever so slightly, and it was just like 1/2 mil too short to make the contact point. So literally, where you got these lovely little circles, you got one that has a dented, you can see it right under my nose. There's a big old dent right there because it didn't form. So gutted. Also, the supports took a bit too much of a pop. Let me say that again. There's too many deep pop marks from the supports that I don't like. So I've rejigged the supports, so I got it printing in there. It's going to be a slightly longer print now, but it'll be worth it because hopefully if it prints out well, you know, it's gonna look good. But I've got basically I cheated a little bit. So you got unsupported and the supported version. I tried the unsupported version first because I thought if I shrink the supported version, the supports are going to be too thin and they're not going to form properly, and then I'm going to have stability issues. Then I thought, hang on, Chitubox is going to think that that's part of the model. So if I add supports on, it should add like an extra layer of support for the supports. So the supports should still, you know, print and make their contact because they're kind of being held up by slightly bigger supports. So and then I put a couple more extra big supports on the outside just to make sure it's really solid. So fingers crossed. But yeah, so you know, it's good fun. It's always something new to learn. So I'm enjoying. I like a little challenge. I really do. Because it keeps me, you know, keeps the old brain ticking over. Also, I've got a little checklist here. So all the units that I am, a lot of support here. So all of the units that I'm taking this Saturday, I've written a list, and then it's a checklist. And you know, I've got columns, right? So you know, spreadsheets before Microsoft. And I've got base, face, yellow, red, green, black, transfer. Right, because I know the silver and the gold is already done on all of them, and it looks fine. But I just wanted to, because some of them I did quick paint jobs for the Warhammer World meetup, and some of them, like the older ones, don't even have tufts on the base, but they are painted fine. So that's what I'm going to be ticking off today. Little touch-ups, and I am aiming for, you know, the coolest army folk. Fingers crossed. I am checking it twice. He's gonna find out his army's not nice. Ah, that's not nice. Hobby Corner Kevin is based. Alright, so what you lot up to this week? What you got going on? I finally, so you know, the other day swapped our beds round. I fully dismantled it today, and I've got a massive pile of slats, and I'm thinking giant paint rack. That's what I'm thinking. Giant paint rack. Oh, thank you so much, Void. Let's see what on earth are you stitching me up with. Right, let me just kill the audio. Let's have a look, because we are, you got to remember, we are streaming on both YouTube and on Twitch. So, which is a point. I haven't even done a little, yo. I haven't tagged everyone on Discord yet. Getting all carried away, hey? Oh, okay, I know this one. Awesome. Right, should I do a cappella? Topical song. I'm gonna do it a cappella. when the people get leery. It's not very pretty, I tell thee. Walking through town is quite scary. It's not very sensible either. The friend he got beaten. He looked the wrong way at a policeman. Would never have happened to Smeaton. And not Lydia Desi and la 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 la. La 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 la. I predict a riot. I predict a riot. I predict a riot. I predict a riot. There you go. All right. Very topical indeed. That was Void Captain Bazooka's sing mode cashed in with his watch points on Twitch. Hoorah! Alright, hey, some guy called the Hobby Corner just posted a Discord. Should I tune in? You should. I heard that he's okay. Sometimes, just sometimes, he's alright. Not in the political sense, or you know, being able to write right-handed or kick a ball right-handed, but he's alright as in he's okay, but just ever so slightly better than okay. You know what I mean? Oh dear. So anyway, what are your what? Oh, I know what you lot are up to. You're up to absolutely nothing, right? But me, I am going to be very busy over the next couple of days. Because of course, I've got to make sure that I've got a tank full to get myself to Southampton. It's really not a long drive. It's like an hour and a half, depending on traffic, really. And if I'm coming straight from High Wycombe, it's all good. If I have to make a diversion first thing in the morning, that's going to be Southampton. Yeah, an hour and a half for me. So yeah, I just got to make sure that I got a tank full of fuel. So I'm going to be in odd jobs mode. And that's it. But you know what's great about the Dominion event, which is, you know, invite only. It's for content creators. You know, Nicky goes all out on it, right? Not only does he, you know, like he hires this gazebo space out in like the communal area and gets all the tables out with all the terrain and mats and everything. He gets sponsors as well, which is great. So he gets lots of prizes for everyone. But he also provides like tons of food as well. So there's like snacks and actual like wholesome food to keep you going throughout the afternoon, which is great. And then like everyone meets up, like goes out for dinner afterwards. Yeah, here's the Idic Beer thing. Of course, this year I'm not going to be going for the dinner afterwards, even though it sounds really cool because we all voted and it's going to be a pirate themed restaurant, and I was like, ah. But you know, got to live within your means, you know. So yeah, I'm going to be skipping that, but that's okay because there's going to be lots of food. There's going to be lots of snacks. I'm going to load up, mate. Gonna load up because it's not Hooters. Fire up though. All that over explaining, definitely not autistic, or maybe I just like to over explain because of childhood trauma. You know, it might not just be autism. Could be due to excessive bullying growing up. There you go. Or both. Could be both. Oh, wait. Let's have a look at that comment. I just saw it disappear. Was it? I've heard he's bang tidy. I meant bang average. I mean, I'll take a compliment. Did you see Miniac's creator Shatterpoint tournament only had $800 lightsabers prizes? The fuck? Yeah, but that dude can really pull in the sponsors, you know. And he's got quite a sizable Patreon following too. Plus, was that tournament was it a free event for the creators that turned up, or did they have to pay? Because mine was free. I just got to get there, you know, and record some stuff, which is fun. I'm actually going to do a video. I will be doing a video on it, so that'll be fun because I haven't done a video in ages. Be nice. Yeah, you do get a Kev. Dime a dozen. Also, has anyone seen that that post that's been floating around, where apparently in the 90s, the FBI actually investigated Warhammer nerds? I shared it actually on the Discord, right? It's if it's true, then you know, it's a fun little thing. Let me just up down there. Let us get window capture. Right. I'll find it, don't you worry. Oh, you could get out of here, intro fighters. Boosh. I'd trade the lightsaber for Kev. Ah, you got 2 lightsabers. Wow. I got a cheap wall-mounted one. That one there. Oh yeah. Oh my days! I got so much going on in the background. It's slowing it all down. Let's get rid of that. Bosh. Right. Let's reload that. Could join up to 100 servers. Who needs to join 100 Discord servers? Like, go out and touch grass, man. Here we are. Here we are. There we are. So, the FBI investigated Warhammer players back in the 90s and managed to discover what everyone already knew. Advised that war gamers are generally extremely intelligent individuals. Often they will live frugally to support the cost of the wargaming hobby. Further advised that the typical wargaming enthusiast is overweight and not neat in appearance. I mean, if that's true, it's fucking spot on, right? Oh, mate. That is... But you know, like, I'm pretty sure the FBI would have, like, investigated any group, no matter who they were. Which would have been half right. What? Wait, he's trying to say that I'm quite neat in appearance. That's very nice of you. What's that? Oop. Made the wrong bit disappear. Yeah, you could disappear now. Whoosh. See? Nice and tidy. Had a little shave yesterday. Oh, we got another bot. New kit. Oh, there's been a lot of bots lately, hasn't there? Atrocious chill leaf. Jeez. Right. Okay. Right, so shall we get through this this checklist? I think so. It'd be nice to move on to other things. So, what's first on our list? We already made sure the apothecary is almost done. I just need to put some grass tufts on it. I want that one. I want that one. And that one. I want that one. Here and on. I'd argue that first bit is something of an exaggeration. You worked GW retail, you've seen the average customer. Thicker than mints. Alright, some, yeah. I guess there was a spell where you know, there was no quality control. Nah, just the one tough. Alright. He goes in the box now. Good lad. Right, these yobbos need some tufts as well. Gotta get tough on the tufts. You know what? It would also help for the entertainment factor, if I should put it. Christ. I'd argue that I'm probably one of those thicker than mints customers. Still love this dude, right? With the I don't know if it will pick up on this camera, but you see etched on the back of that, it says "Pity the Fool." Just, you know, because I wanted my own little B.A. Baracus. And the guy with the mohawk, it was like, that's a no-brainer. You know what I mean? Oh, that one got bunched. Alright, we'll save that for later. We'll get the PVA for it. Reloading guy. Mints and tatties. Exactly. You're not gonna complain. You like my tatties. That's what you tune in for, right? And the old dual pist, like, so I came in blasted. Right, so that is those done and done. Let's tick them off the list. Done, done, and done. Cool. Oh no! Transfer. I'll pop it over there, so it's within eye shot, because there's a few that are fine. Otherwise, they just need a transfer. Like let's move through the list. So the aggressors, they're gonna need the black bits touched up, and then now which one did I do? I've done one of them already. And the red bits as well. Okay. Hagen does mango and raspberry white chocolate. Ooh, that sounds nice. But mint chocolate is better. Always mint chocolate. Perfect. Right, so just doing some quick highlights on those black areas. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect, but it is just nice to have that little extra added to them, because just makes them pop a bit more. So has anyone started on their KFC entry yet? At least it's not a dick flavoured lollipop. Fucking hell. Okay. I mean, if that is your quality control like standards right there, then cool. Oh, what? Catchy Cantrips, hello and welcome in. I hope you're well. Look at that raid. Holy shizney. Scott, how you doing? Welcome back. The Fancy Unicorn, how you doing? Lucid, how you doing? Hope you're well. Welcome in. Bloody hell. Thank you so much, 1Casey. Let me get the light on it. Yoshi Goomba, how you doing? Not Lucid Lewis. Hope you're well. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. How was your stream? What did you do? What did you get up to? And how did you find me? Like, I appreciate it though. It's awesome. You brought 39 poor souls over with you. Right now, I am going through a little checklist right here, because I have got a 1,000-point list for a tournament I'm going to that's set up by Idic Beer. I'm not sure if you know him, with Necrons and more. He's always doing videos on Necrons. And every year he does this Dominion War tournament for content creators. It's a small invite-only affair. There's usually about a dozen or a dozen and a half. And, you know, we go down and we have fun. That's my list. 995. I made it work. And I did no tanks, no dreadnoughts. It's all troops. So, and it's like, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 characters or heroes. Because, you know, I thought Scott did. Yeah, Scott's awesome. I appreciate you, Scott. How you been anyway? I haven't. Were you on Monday's show? You were making Warforge homebrew. Oh, tell me more. Tell me more. That sounds fun. Warforge, is that the one where you create your own characters online? And then like, do you have like an option to like then 3D print it? Hey. Oh, it's a D&D race. Oh, okay. Well, as you can tell, I am not with the times. I am not hip, nor with it. Nor do I think I ever had it, whatever it was. So, but no, I like. You know what? I like D&D. I haven't played it in a very long time. Ah, thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate that. That's awesome. But you know, my default is always go for a dwarf. Right, I know they're slower, but they're just fun. Lucid Lucis, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I think we just hit our 400 follower mark as well now. Yoshi Gumbo as well. Awesome. Thank you again so much. Appreciate that. Yeah, there we go. Got our follower goal. Let's go. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. I'd like to thank my mama who shut me out of her. I'd like to thank God for making my mama shoot me out of her. And I'd like to thank my audience. Y'all so nice and humbling. And I appreciate every one of y'all. And that is my Forrest Gump. I think that's terrible. I shouldn't have done it in the first place, and I probably just pissed off a lot of fucking people. Hit the horn and applause buttons. I don't have the. You know what? Screw it. I am going to bring up the sound effects. Just bear with me for 1 moment. Let's go. I did not hear an absolute thing there. I will give a nice big applause as well. Thank you everybody for your support. I appreciate it. You're all absolute stunning, wonderful people. You're obviously absolutely beautiful, because otherwise, you know, you wouldn't be here supporting this little channel. So thank you very much. Oh, there we go. So Warhammer and D&D. Have barely played either. I mean, you know what? It's nice to get lost in the stories of it as well, or you know, even just paint the stuff. So I've only actually painted one D&D mini, and it was a blue dragon, and then I sold it on. But I enjoyed painting it. Where's my mouse? There it is. Like me, I know nothing about Warhammer. Well, you know, we can all learn together, can't we? Francois, how you doing? Hope you're well. Thank you for joining us. So yeah, I am painting Silver Templars, if you haven't noticed already. They're basically, you know, Ultramarines, but with a silver coat. And they were first introduced in the Conquest Heartworks magazine, and you know, I've kind of liked them. So what I've decided was all of my old Space Marines, the Firstborn, they're staying as Ultramarines, and all the Primaris will be the Silver Templars because they're a Primaris only chapter anyway. And in that way, I kind of got a fresh start as well, which is great. Can I turn the gain up? I would, but I'm hitting yellow, so I don't know if it's just a case that I need to talk louder. I do mumble a lot, so let me turn the music down a little bit, then you can hear me a bit better. I've been doing D&D homebrew for more than 3 years though. Very unbalanced, but I'm having fun with it. I mean, balance isn't everything, you know. I think people focus too much on balance. Everything has got their strengths and their weaknesses, right? And it's all about just finding the weakness of the thing that you're coming up against. So, and there is a rock, paper, scissor sort of system that goes on, you know. Some things will be better than others, but not better than everything, because there'll always be something else that can take that out. But it doesn't necessarily mean that the thing that takes them out can take everything out either, because there's always something to take that out. So I think people, they focus too much on balance and not enough on just, you know, if everything was the same, if everything hit the same, if everything did the same, it'd be very boring, very flavorless. And we don't want that, do we? Yeah, I'm playing music. Everybody in the chat, if you can hear the music okay, and if you can hear me okay, just give me a thumbs up in the chat, and if not, then I'll tweak the settings. It might just be a connection issue on your side, Francois. Wasn't there that short story about Silver Templar retrieving his sword because they regarded their weapons as holy relics? Yeah, I mean, well, they have the bond marshal, right? So they bond with their gear, and if it goes missing in battle, then they consider it worse than death, and they will go through any lengths to get it. And there was this one Silver Templar who hunted down a demon prince because his sword was stuck in it, and hunted it down through a whole sector. Yeah, I put the music down just a little bit in case it covers me, but I can turn it up a little bit here and there. It's just more of an ambient thing, you know? Ambient. There's me throwing away my GCSE French there. Just throw it in the garbage. Right, so there we go. So yeah, as I was saying, got a checklist just to touch up details, add little bits here and there that I'm missing. Um, and yeah, that's going to be my night tonight. Mondays we do have a segment called Memes of the Week. So if you are on the Discord, you can pop some memes in there. We've got different meme channels actually. One for hobby related stuff. There's a general meme channel, and there's even a not safe for work meme channel. And every Friday we do a segment called Community Corner. And what we do on that is you lot get to post all of your stuff, if it's work in progress, if it's finished, if you've got a hobby hoard that you just got, whatever it is you want to show off. And we just sit here and just have a look and you know, give you your 15 seconds of internet fame. And what I like about it is it's just a great way to show off the community, and also, you know, spread a bit of inspiration, because every time I do it I get like jazzed up to get back to the hobby and start painting stuff or building stuff, you know, and you always get some fantastic ideas. So yeah, that's definitely my favorite show of the week. And we usually start from 8:30 p.m. UK Standard Time. So yeah, feel free to join us on those other days as well. Thank you so much for the links. We dragged some lore out of him in the end. Yeah, you did, just a little bit. Get Kev jazzed. Yes, indeed. So yeah, that's that. Oh, we also just saw there was a post up about the FBI investigating tabletop wargamers in the 90s, right? And the conclusion was basically usually quite intelligent, but you know, fat slobs basically. and it just it was like, oh, that's nice. Even the intelligent agencies had to fire some shots, you know. Oh, hang on, don't forget, just a little bit on there, a little bit on there, and there. Okay, Hannah definitely did that. Right, so that's that bit done. I've never been ready at 8:30. Actually, that's a bull-faced lie, and you know it. As opposed to Jizz, thank you so much. Kinda, look at all these hashtags flying in. Look, you don't tune in, right, hoping that I turn up on time. You just tune in hoping that you have a good time. That's it, right? And that I actually turn up at all. So I get points for turning up, alright? No, that's not it. I need the orangey colour. Here we go. Let's bring that back to life. There we go. I think Homebrew is pretty neat because while I only played 2 D&D games my whole life, I also share my Homebrew online. It's being used by a couple of people every now and then. Hi, that's cool. That's awesome because you know it again it just puts out a little extra bit of creativity. It can spark a little extra um, excitement. That's what we want, you know. I'd hope you turned up. It's your blooming show. Well, I mean, yeah, but I don't have to turn up because it's my blooming show. I'm my own boss, innit? Notification pings, and I know I've still got time to make a roast dinner. Oh my god. Sometimes. Look, I give you intro wars to keep you busy, you know? Maverick, exactly. Oop, I did that one. I'm like Gandalf in that regard, you know? I'm never late. I arrive precisely when I mean to. Okay. Right, what else to tick off the list for them? So we've done the green, the black. Tough. Some tough love. It's one. Going slightly different colour. Oh, that's a big one. Alright, let's pop it there. Need a slightly smaller one. There we go. Alright, done. Done, done, and done. And done. Ready to rock. Off you pop. Right. And I'll tick the list. So, Bosch, Bosch, and Bosch, and Bosch. Happily, you do have to turn up. It says on your socials and intro screen when you're on. Also, like Gandalf, you have a big wizard beard and an affinity with knowing hobbits. That sounds like a euphemism, doesn't it? That's crazy. Red helmet on Sarge. Not this one. He's helmetless. You see? That light does not help at all. There you go. Alright. Helmetless. This dude has a red helmet though. So there is some continuity there. Keep me on my toes. How dare you? How very rude of you. Right. Ancient. What's wrong with the ancient? There is nothing wrong with the ancient. Did he lose his helmet because he just didn't want to wear it? So the ancient is cool. He's fine. It's got grass tufts, transfers. There's no paint chipped. We're good to go. Alright, so better go get it. Right. Headshots are a real thing. Right, assault intercessors. Okay. Here they are. What do they need? Eyes, touch up the black, tilt shield. Needs a transfer. No, it doesn't. I could just freehand something, and tufts. Okay, so it's basically this dude and tidy up. Do I need to tidy up the back on? No. What about this one? No, that one's fine. It's so glossy on the leather though. That one's fine too. Yeah, it's fine. It more looks like a bit of battle damage, really. Look, you think that's egregious? Look at this sergeant. And he runs at them. So, well, thank you very much. Right, so let's do his eyes, his teeth, tongue. He's got studs on his head. And do that. So these were done. These were rushed for the Warhammer World meetup, actually. No, this one was rushed for last year's Dominion, and then I just left it in the cupboard, and I only got them out for the Warhammer World meetup. I never went back to you know, like do the little extra details. Do you use the marine juice wash from YouTube? No. Only a medium will remove the glossy sheen. Oh, really? You know what? I don't have maybe a medium. And that the contrast medium, would that work? No, that's different to Lamia medium, because Lamia medium is for the acrylic paints, it's not for contrasts, I think. Technical. Yeah, I used to have Lamia medium. Like for years, it just sat in a tiny little pot like that. Matte varnish. So Storm Shield, technical Storm Shield would do it, wouldn't it? That's matte. All right, well then, like, I'll leave it until I varnish the whole lot. Then might as well, isn't it? To be honest, I don't really use Agrax that much. I haven't used it that much for a while, and same with Nuln Oil. What I normally do is I'll thin down some black paint, or even I'll thin down the black contrast, the Black Legion one. I'll thin right down, and that works very nicely as a replacement for Nuln Oil, because again, Nuln Oil got really glossy. Yeah, I don't know why they went for the glossy finish with those. You alright? I don't know. You know I don't get the 2-for-1 tomorrow. 3. Oh, wow, that's very nice. What are the show times? Alright. There we go. Going to cinema tomorrow. a friend of the wife has gifted some free tickets. I think they had like the Sky Cinema tickets, so gonna take the kids to see that one with the magic crayon, the magic purple crayon. Because why not? And glossy, even on the non-gloss ones. Yeah, I know they used to have gloss and non-gloss ones, right? And then it just went, oh, we'll go gloss all the way. Magic Crayon Man, exactly. Yeah, we're not going to see Deadpool Wolverine. I saw that actually last week, and I really enjoyed it. It was good fun, you know, real good fun. Right, so what are we going to need from this? We're going to need a little titanium white. You know when like you get a little bit of a fibre on the end of your bloody brush? That annoys me so much. Right. Much enjoyment was indeed had. Maybe we get you a magic crayon. You could draw a co-host to help paint your stuff and keep you in check. Wow. That sounds awesome. But you know what? As much as I grumble, I do enjoy painting just for the relaxation of it. I mean, I've always said that the building bit is more enjoyable for me. That's why I also enjoy Lego. But yeah, I like I like painting now and then, you know. Just emphasize those cheeks, nose. There we go. Alright, and then just get that darker tone there. Just go by the eye socket just to neaten over the little spill over there. Okay, better. Really? I'll go through bouts, don't I? Right. Yeah, a little bit of this purple will do for the tongue. Nice. And then we're going to need something for the studs. So let's just make them more pronounced. gunmetal. Yeah, gunmetal. Alright. Just a little bit. So I might not even need the little tray thing. Bop. Bump. There we go. Ah. Right, there's no way this camera's going to pick out this detail. But there you go. That'll do, right? Such news of the riots and some idiots are looting knockoff Crocs. Knockoff Crocs? Oh my god. It's opportunistic, isn't it? That's all it is. It's just, there's always an element that escalates things and then they just really take the mick. It was the same with the, if you remember the BLM riots. Like, the majority of it was peaceful. Like, peaceful protesting. And then you had, like, a thug element now just took advantage of the situation, escalated the violence, and then started looting. It's absolutely stupid. But there you go. That's what happens when a nation gets divided by poor policing, poor policies, and poor reporting, you know? Any excuse if you need it, yeah. Blackburn got hit. Oh. After seeing the occupied hotels on fire, they should retry for curtailment matter. Yes, definitely. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because it's one thing to protest, it's another thing to actively go out of your way to try and physically harm people. So, yeah, I hope all those who are involved get caught. Because we don't need that bullshit, right? There is a process already established thanks to all of the riots and civil wars that we've had in our history. And that needs to be used rather than this, you know, like I said, opportunistic violence. It's just bullshit. Right. I'm gonna do some red detail because they are third. What's it? What's the word? They've got tip of the tongue, right? Company. There we go. The third company. So let's just do a simple one, straight down the middle, like so. Actually, you know what? Let's just cut it all the way down the middle. Screw it. I agree with you there, Bill. Pressure shouldn't go ignored when our most humble pleas and petitions go ignored. Rebellion becomes duty. It's also very true. But I feel like it doesn't matter which news organization you follow. It's no longer. Once upon a time, it used to be the news. You know what's happening right now that you need to know about, and then they had an entertainment segment at the end just to liven things up. Right? It feels less like that now, and it feels a lot more directed in dividing opinions, and there's a lot more entertainment sort of feeling to it as well. So I feel like there needs to be a bit more consistency, you know. Yeah, basically. Everyone, the English gentleman, how you doing? Hope you're well. Everyone wants the edgy story that gets the most interactions, basically. Um, oh, sorry, that's me mumbling. I do apologize. Everyone has the volume up to max because of it. um, can I turn it up past 100% volume? I mean, I could turn the gain up, but you're gonna hear the fan on the laptop and the 3D printer in the background. But is that better? Put it right in my face if you want. I can whisper in your ear. Ooh, yeah. Is that better? Just deep throat the mic. It's better. Okay, there we go. So yeah, you got that. You got politicians stoking division as well. Everyone's very quick to say, if you don't agree with me, you're either far right extremist or you're far left extremist. And it's like, well, no, you'll find that the majority of people who don't agree with you are just ordinary people who don't agree with you, and that's it. And you could draw a bloody Venn diagram, and it will show that most people are sort of more central. They might lean a little left, they might lean a little right on certain things, but most people are sort of in that center area, and there's only like fringe people the further out of that political spectrum, right? And but those are the ones you always hear about, because that's the stuff that makes more interesting news. And it's just because, I mean, look, what's going to get more hits, more views, and more interactions online for a news organization? This group of people from different religions and nationalities all got on one day, even had a sandwich together. Or there was a group who came, at loggerheads, debating over religious and ethnic ideologies, and then they started punching each other. It's dumb, it's stupid, and I think everyone is exhausted by it. That's probably why over here in the UK there was like the lowest turnout for voting in our general election in like over 100 years. It was that bad because they were just fed up. They just couldn't be asked. So it is what it is at the end of the day. But at the same time, there's a lot of voices that have been ignored over a long time. A lot of concerns that have been ignored over a long time. There's a lot of concerns that have been exaggerated too. So it's just, life is complicated. It's boring, and you know what? We come here to escape it as much as we can. He says as he paints a parody of a religious warrior. I know where I stand. I am more than aware of the grey area that I live in. Right. Also, you know what? Right. Not only would they all agree that a single slice of ham in a sandwich is dumb, but even the ones that don't eat ham would agree that that's a dumb sandwich. Is on a roll pay knows the straight cut off one. Exactly. That's what you tune in for. Quick question. Do you have the plasma cannon of a Redemptor Dreadnought going spare? Unfortunately, I do not. No, I apologise. I've got one easy to build one and one multi-part one. And of course, the multi-part one got the cannon. So, a Land Raider with a... Oh, that sounds awesome though. But yeah, I'm sorry, I can't help you with that one. Kev knows his play. Exactly. Most people average a low 100 IQ. Are we in a true socialist democracy? I'm in a republic of states and don't believe in everyone having an equal say in all matters. The way I see it, everyone should be given the opportunity to have their say on how they want things that affect their lives, as long as they are contributing to the country, whether it's through service or through taxes, right? So as long as they are a contributing member of society, they should have a voice, on matters that affect them. And it might be a case of their IQ might be a bit lower than yours, but it doesn't mean that they don't have, different perspectives that might bring to light things that you might not have considered before. So also, it's easier to sway people than you think, and it doesn't really matter what IQ they have. People can be easily persuaded, because I find a lot of people who have proclaimed how intelligent they are online have then gone on to say really daft stuff like, communism wasn't that bad, or what's the other one? There's a lot of spicy ones, and I'm just thinking, can I say it or not online? But there's other things are just like a bit dumb, like saying no immigration whatsoever. That's dumb. If you want to grow an economy, and the native population are having one child or no children and just cats, you're going to need people coming in to support the services and to work and contribute to the economy, because the economy will collapse as the population collapses. People don't think about that. Don't let the government divide you when they say taxpayers, meaning those in work, all taxpayers from VAT to alcohol to fuel. Yeah, exactly. I'd compare loyalists to a certain infamous party of yesteryear. Let's get away from this subject. Go back to painting our incredibly xenophobic. Exactly. You might be able to find a file and print one, Kev. That's funny. That is funny. Being intelligent doesn't mean you have any sense. That's also true. You could be very, very smart and have no streetwise about you, no life experience. Hitler wasn't all that bad, says the English gentleman. Yes, that is another silly quote that's been put about. I mean, he did kill Hitler. So what does that mean? He leveled it out or something? That's a dumb shit. I would argue you're not intelligent if you're pro-socialism. It depends what you mean on socialism and the levels of it. Some socialism is good because it works for the masses, because the workforce, like the working class, is the largest proportion of any country, really. So there's some policies that work for them, but there's also capitalistic policies that also work for everyone. There are some, other bits and pieces that can be nitpicked and used wherever you want to benefit everyone. But if you can't go wholehearted, throw everything in that sinking ship and just go, yeah, we're all going for it. Let's just paddle faster to make it to shore. It never works. If you go full capitalism, you're going to end up with an imploding economy. If you go full socialism, you end up with an imploding economy. And it's just like, well, capitalism, wars abroad, socialism, make everyone starve. People end up dead either way. So yeah, I'm more of a nitpicker in that sense. Also be aware of media bias when they're saying second generation immigrant. what they're describing is really first generation British. Yeah, that's true. Um, but that works both ways there, Bill, because just because someone was born in this country after the parents moved here, it doesn't necessarily mean that they were brought up with British values. They could have been brought up in a community that still held on to the values of the country that the parents came from. And it's not all bad. There are things that we can all learn from each other, but if there is no integration, that's when you end up with exclusive communities, and that's when tensions rise between neighborhoods and communities. You end up with a lot of division, whereas if there was more integration, there would be more unity, because you got more in common with your neighbor than you don't, you know. And a country like Britain, who had such an expansive empire, there's, you know, you're expected to have quite a melting pot of culture in society, and that's great. But there is also a level of assimilation as well. So it's sort of a give and take situation. But more increasingly over the last 20 years, there have been more and more exclusive communities growing, and less assimilation. And as a result, that's caused a lot of tensions. And people ignoring it in the higher ups, whether it's intentional or not, has also flared a lot of things. And we could go on forever. You know what? Shall I just do a fucking political fucking Twitch channel? Fucking hell. I just want to paint war dollies and fucking laugh at stupid memes and shit. Because politics you could talk about forever, you know? And my favourite thing to say is this, right? Two things can be true at the same time. All right, it's not always either or. It's not black and white. There's a lot of grey areas in life, and I think for anyone to say, "Oh, these people are wrong because of this reason," or "These people are wrong for that reason," and that's why they are bad, rather than saying these people have this reason that they're concerned about. Let's look into it and see if there is anything in it or not. Or even say, oh, look, these people are right about this thing, but these people are right about that thing, because the two things are right about the same situation, even though they're on opposing sides. These things happen. So, you know, I think more listening, more communication, and, you know, you would have less issues. The problem with taxpayers, some are literally retarded, and they shouldn't have an equal vote to a genius. Like I said, just because somebody you deem as inferior intellectually doesn't mean that they shouldn't get voted. Like I said, because they have a different perspective in life, they have different lived experience, they have value to add. So you can't just write someone off. You can write someone off if they are literally brain dead and in a hospital bed being kept alive by a machine, because there's no free will or thought there. But just to write off people because you think they're dum-dums, I mean, that's, you know, it's a bit unrealistic. Socialism does work. Case in point being the Scandinavian regions, who are regularly the happiest countries on earth. But yeah, you need to take things with a pinch of salt. The contrast is, though, in those countries, they have a much higher tax rate. so what they take home is a lot less. So for whatever they work for, they take home a smaller percentage of it than anyone else. That being said, yeah, they got some things that work, and there are some things that you can learn from them as well. But they are not wholeheartedly socialist countries. They just lean a bit more into socialist policies, but they do it in a manner which is a little bit more sensible. So, you know, it's one of those things where it's kind of good, but it's kind of not. You know, you kind of have to look at it more closely. Yes, Void. The Swiss are hot on that. You don't get automatic citizenship just because you were born and raised in Switzerland, right? Does mean they're using that particular phrase to stoke dissent and hate towards the other. Yeah, they're always talking about the others, right? There's always, but you know what? I mean, that goes back to basic human nature of, you know, us and them, survival of the tribe, sort of thing. That I don't think you'll ever get that out of us because it is part of our basic survival instinct, and you can never just get rid of instinct completely. It's always there. You can train yourself. You can try and rise yourself above it, but it's always going to be there in the back of your head. Just like, you know, you don't put your hand in fire because you know it's hot and it's going to burn, but you can override that and do it anyway. Spiders, instantly, your first thing when you see a spider is unease. Some people get scared, but others get a bit unease. But you can train yourself to overcome it and then become accustomed to handling spiders and be around them, you know. So you got your basic instincts that are survival instincts, but you can overcome them with, but it's always still going to be there. I'm going to skip all of this chit chat now because there's so much to catch up on. It is a political podcast today. just when you want to just paint some shit. Right, so but anyway, everyone in the chat, let me know what you're working on. I know some amazing folk in the chat are working on some awesome stuff. Like, for example, creating new races in D&D, which is very cool. Don't pull out the basic instinct leg pull, man. If you disagree with a capitalist, you can choose to not exchange with him. If you disagree with a socialist, you go to jail. That's true. That's it. That is, unfortunately, something that does happen. Alright, do a little blend. Why not? Let's do a little blend. Ever so slight. MDF Garage, tried that liquid latex chip in medium idea, works okay, pick and work in progress. Ah, sweet. Still listened, but my brain card it goes to farming. Yeah. By the way, I am trying to oh, just dropped something. Whoopsie. I am trying to raise funds for a new PC because I got a loan laptop at the moment from a friend of the show, who's very kind of like, I got a spare laptop you can use. So I'm in desperate need of swapping it for a nice performance PC. So if you do need to purchase anything from Element Games, Wayland, or not Hatchet, but wow, I haven't. Forbidden Planet, yeah. We also got merch as well, but it all helps. Just liking, sharing, subscribing. If you're on YouTube, hitting the follow button on Twitch as well. Watching the ads, that helps the channel. We've got a Colour Forge link as well. We got one to the Lion Tower miniatures, which is absolutely amazing. If you want some really cool looking miniatures like this, right? And this one is for a new game that they helped sculpt for, which is called Crystal Collapse, which is a bit like D&D meets Final Fantasy. It's really cool. And all that jazz. There we go, our shield. And thank you so much, Waylander. I really do appreciate you. You absolute babe. You're a babe on toast. So yeah. Hopefully one day we'll get there. I'm thinking of waiting for the Black Friday sale and then hopping on to one of those pay monthly plans, and then I'll be able to get myself a new machine. But more importantly, I'm hoping to bloody get a job soon, because I'm sick to death of being unemployed. I've been unemployed for almost a year now, and it is doing my absolute nutting. So and it hasn't been helped by the fact that I've had to do homeschooling as well with the 2 kids. Hot and buttery. Yeah, with a little crunch. It's a D&D 3.5 ed. Sort of, yeah, sort of. But it uses like tiles to move around. But yeah, I believe the rules for it are free as well. So it's worth checking out. I can't remember for sure, so don't quote me on that. But it's worth checking out anyway, because you know, Dan is a friend of the show, but I've always praised his stuff because it's just amazing. And when because he's busy working on that project at the moment and subsequent projects, he hasn't been able to do any live streams, but he would do a live stream on Twitch, and he would, from start to finish, sculpt something new every single day live, and it blew my mind. I saw MSI have a up to 45% sale. Who the heck is MSI? Oh, no. Look what I got, actually. So, while we were in Reading yesterday, because they got a like a treasure hunt trail sort of thing in the town with like these awesome Lego sculptures dotted around the shopping centre and all the other main sort of hubs around there, like Eclectic Games and John Lewis and all that. Okay, I'll check it out. We popped into Computer Exchange, and I saw something which is going to really help, because, you know, I've wanted to do digital images, like digital pictures and stuff, so I could just like then do new t-shirts and stuff, because you can get one of these from our merch store, by the way, and a mug with that logo on it as well, but and a Winky banner. Have a look for more. But I've wanted to do different designs and stuff like that, and also I've been dipping my toe in 3D sculpting, haven't I? And recently, I did my own attempt at 3D sculpting some banners for my Silver Templars, you know, like back banners. And this was one that it took a lot of tinkering with to get it to actually print and not snap, because it's quite thin. And this was for the Dreadnought, actually, to go on its back. And then, of course, you could shrink it a little bit for the... Actually, no, I found out that you wouldn't be able to shrink it because the details would be too thin and it wouldn't print properly and it'd go flimsy. But I did like several other designs as well. Like I did a whole R&D sort of sesh. Like you can see, got just the sword and thunderbolt. We got like a medallion style one there. But I got this thing that will help. Where did I put it? I put it here. It was 15 quid, second hand. I got myself a little pad. Hey. Oh, there we go. I got a little pad. How cool is that? And now I can... the only thing is because it didn't come with a box or a cable. Luckily, I do have a cable that will fit it. So one of those ports. You know, it's not USB-C. It's an older USB one. But yeah, 15 quid. I was like, you can't go wrong. Bosh. So you should be able to see me start doing some proper digital sculpting and imaging soon. You know, reskilling, retraining. Exactly that, Underhive. Exactly that. Oh, what link is that? This would be bang on for streaming. Is that from Curry's? Let's have a look. Because I'm... Oh, it's a laptop. Hey, laptops are cool. An Intel Core i5 RTX 2050 512 GB SSD. 15.5-inch screen. Looks alright, doesn't it? .88 frames per second when playing COD Modern Warfare 3 at 1080p. That's alright, it's fast enough. How much is that then? They want to charge you 80 quid for a gaming mouse, you jokers. 650 for laptop. It's not bad at all, actually. But if the problem is, I'm looking for a tower because the pay monthly installments are good over 3 years. All right. Or you could do a buy now, pay later within 12 months. And if you settle within a year, you pay no interest. That's cool. But I'm looking for a tower because then it's, you know, it's much easier to upgrade as you go along. Almost as big as my... Wow, there we go. There we go. He said it. Have I finished this then? Is it all up? Yeah. Edges are okay. Alright, what was it? Assault intercessors. Eyes. touch up tilt shield, which is done. Just got to put tufts on them. Let's get tough with them. One for you. There's one for you. Give you two. We'll give you that one and that little one there. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Give you the L-shaped one. So why not? And you can have just a little one off to the side. There we go. They are done, done, done. Nice. All done. That's the whole squad. Done and done. Right. Ooh, don't drop it, don't drop it. There we go. Right, so now I can tick it off my list. Cha-ching. Alright, the Judicia. Let's just double check. This is my Judicia. I actually painted the blade on that on a live stream. One of my first live streams. All those years back. You know where we were still having the lockdowns. You'll find that you can find that live stream is still available on YouTube actually. There we go. His arm is still movable as well. Aha. Alright, you are fire, mate. So you're good. Right, the Terminators touch up the face and the yellow. Whee. There we go. Keep an eye on AO around Blackfire. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what I told you. And Bunker he advised that as well. So it looks like it's going to be the thing to do. Who knows? You stopped painting like 40 minutes ago. Thanks. It's a problem. If we always avoid talking about it. That's true. That is very true. They're willing to show it working. Facebook Marketplace can have some okay deals. Yeah. I'll try and avoid Facebook Marketplace if I can, because so many scammers on there. And I should know, I sometimes sell on there. Right, so I need to clean up these stripes because I went a bit too heavy with the grey highlight. Right. It is a bop indeed, isn't it? News exclusive CAD admits to being Facebook Marketplace scanner. More at 11. I never said such a thing. I merely stated that I knew that there were scammers on there because I sell on there too. I did not say I was a scammer. Is anyone from that raid earlier still here? I don't know, man. That's a good question. Anyone still here from the raid that came in earlier? If you are, you're awesome. Okay, you're good. Well, you know what that means, Scott. It means that you are awesome. He's actually loaded and just lives the castle pop life. Yeah, I'm secretly absolutely rolling in it. What it is exactly, I have no idea. Laundry piles, probably. There's always a laundry pile to roll in. Alright. Yous look okay. Okay. Yeah, that'll do. Also, I don't like the way that dude's just drunkenly rocking back and forth. There we go. Right. So, what have I done? Terminators. The face needs touching up. Oh yeah, got to do the eye. Transfer. They don't need transfers because I did a 3D print of the shoulders, so that was fine. This is a set in Kev's 16-bedroom mansion. Yeah, sure. Recreated his corner from the flat inside a mansion to keep the illusion going. Really? Wow. You lot are something else. Right. So I know which one needed the extra work. On the yellow, it was not that one. That one's okay. Yeah, it was just this one then. So the yellow got a bit messy on the chest. So we just need to bring it back to life. If Dave was still in the chat, he'd be cursing at me for quoting Evanescence. Don't need no Christian rock in here. Also, there's a big old fingerprint right there. That's no good. Wow. Do 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 do. That was a good one. That Nigerian prince one. He really did need my help. Kavina? Who's Kavina? There we go. Alright, so now I've got to shade it very carefully. Kavina McCall. Oh shit. How fucking dare you, you cheeky bastards. I'm gonna riot now. Right, let that rest. Okay, so eyes, always the eyes. I'm just wetting the brush to remove that paint before it sets. No, that one is a bit grey. Right. Let's try and actually get the eyeball this time. Got it. Cool. Now the pupil. I gotta check general chat now. Oh no, Underhive has to. Oh, okay. That's fine. That's fine. So I messed this bit up. It's okay. I did it thin enough that it won't affect it too much. Okay. Good, good, good. That's just that little dot. Can't seem to stop it from drying too quick. There we go. We have now got eyes on this dude. Done. And he's even got eyebrows, because, you know, why not? Alright, let's do this dude. Right, so that is a little white dot, and then we need a little black dot. Oh, perfect. First try. That is not even funny how perfect that is. I can't even get it on the camera. Boo. Because the light contrast is just so off. Go off back a bit more. Yeah, you can't really make out the eyes. So I've too much light or not enough for the camera. Where's the phone? Let's see if the phone camera can get it. Come on, macro lens. Do your thing. Oh, there we go. Can you see it now? Oh my god, come on! This fucking camera. Oh, I'll just pop it on Discord then. I'm gonna put it in, completed it. Right. Okay. Because I'm proud of this, right? Because I've never done a pupil, so let me rephrase that so it doesn't get clipped. I've never done the iris and pupil so precise and tiny on a miniature. So you've got to be careful what you say these days on the internet, you know what I mean? Right. Let's have a look. See. Yeah, there we go. Window capture. Hey, it's not coming up. Oh, that's a pain. Let's see if I can bring it up on here then. Oh yeah, now it works. There we go. Ah, look, you see, look how tiny that pupil is right there and there. Let's enhance. Look! Look! I couldn't do that on purpose if I tried. It was complete accident. Wow, thank you so much for that comment, Bill. I mean, look at the shoddy brushwork for the rest of it, just to show. And yeah, I got the little pupils right there. Could not do that on purpose, ever. So, you know, I had to show that because that was like a wow moment, you know? That's crazy. Maybe I just leveled up on my painting skill. Yeah, my little skill tree. I just put points in painting eyeballs. Okay, so that's dried up now. So what we need to do is a little more yellow. Right, and then bust out a little bit of this bone colour. I think that tidies it up a little bit at least. Right. Done, done, and done. Dun da dun da dun. Oh, this is so exciting, eh? Watching paint dry. About the yeah, sure. Name him Eyeball Pool. Lakers. Really? Okay, so let's tick the Terminators off. Done the face, done the yellow. Done. Right, the captain. Captain, my captain. The custom built captain in Gravis armor. He's all good. Just a bit dusty. A little bit dusty. Love the ebony blade, which counts as a relic blade. That's so cool. So cool. So, there we go. You're good? Let's tick that dude off the list. Right, heavy intercessors are my next target. I already know there's a few bits and pieces I've got to do on them. The lieutenant was just a tough. You know what? Let me just do the tough on this lieutenant, by the way. This dude with his little Volkite pistol, bang bang. Pew pew. And it's got the planet name Navarus on there. Stork! How's it going? How many babies have you delivered today? You know what? He gets an extra tough because he's a lieutenant. I'm going to keep saying lieutenant until everyone says lieutenant again. Oh, come on. Don't you just hate it when it's all sticky? Oh, it's got long hair I have to trim. Here's me pruning like the TVA. Are you kidding me? Fucking went through all that trouble. Oh, I dropped it on the floor already. Fine. You will go on since you were so attached. There you go. Right, done. Let's tick that BS off there. Alright, so it's just these to do now. And do a transfer on this dude. And then we're good to go, right? In the form of ghouls. Oh, crikey. Dab of super glue. Never. Not for toughs. Right, so face touch up, black touch up. Okay. I mean, I've done. I see. Alright, so I'm going to need a little bit of this grey. Just a little bit of grey. Right. There we go. I did the legs, but didn't do the arms, which is so weird. That's so weird. Oh my god. I'm like, what are you even doing? Like, hello? Even paying attention? Well, you know, something like that. Those suppressors look impressors. Thank you. It was in response to the one, yeah. I'm about to do up a squad of them for Ravenring. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, so, I mean, do you want to see what I've got for my 1,000-point army? Because this is a doubles tournament, right? But we are partnered with a random person. So it's over 2 games. And for each game, you are put with a random partner. And good fun. So, on my list. Oh, ta-ra for now. Scott, thank you so much for bringing everyone in. I appreciate it, mate. You're an absolute star. And you're welcome back anytime. Okay, so my 995-point list, because I swapped out the chaplain and dropped the artifice armor off the captain because he doesn't need artifice armor. So I dropped that, made him 80 points again, got rid of the chaplain and threw in a lieutenant with shield because having a chaplain didn't make any sense. It was pointless, right? So this is my army. I've got an apothecary biologist. This is a count as, because who's to say that he's not a biologist just because he doesn't have a canister, right? And I'm giving him fire discipline. Right, bear with me. And then I'm going to put him in a squad of aggressors with the bolt storm gauntlets and the grenade launchers, right? And the tactic I've been told is when shooting at a target, of course, use your oath of moment on the unit you intend to shoot at, right? Use the Devastator Doctrine and use the Storm of Fire strat. And apparently it does lots of silly stuff like extra shots. I think you get what? If you roll 6, you get another roll, and so on and so forth. So it gets silly. Then my next lot is 5 intercessors with an ancient, so you know, good for sitting on objectives for a turn and then shuffling off to the next one while still generating points on that captured objective, which is great. 5 assault intercessors with Judicia, because Judicias are pretty cool, and this unit is going to be running straight ahead to get. They're basically just extra wounds for this guy to get into combat with the HQ characters of the opposing team, because if he takes one out, he gets buffed up. So he gets, I think it's 1 extra attack and 1 point extra strength, I think, or something like that. Fun. It's just fun, right? And it's something scary to throw at someone for 70 points, you know. Then I got 5 Terminators, 2 with Chain Fists, an Assault Cannon, and Power Sword. That's just to throw at whatever armor they do have, or if they've got Dreadnoughts or whatever, throw them in. Or if they haven't got a lot of heavy armor stuff, I can drop them near an objective, and they should hold it long enough to get points on it. They're going to be paired with the Captain in Gravis armor, and he's going to have the Fist, the Boltstorm Gauntlet, and a Relic Blade. So lots of extra attacks. And then I've got a 5-man squad of heavy intercessors with a heavy bolter, with the Lieutenant of Shield, so you can give him a little boost. And then 3 suppressors just to throw in the back of the enemy, just to disrupt their lines. And that, I think, should do all right, no matter who I'm paired with, because I'm guaranteed to be paired with someone who's got a tank or dreadnought or something of that ilk, right? Or a beefy character. So I've put all my points in troops, not war machines. Can the Gravis Captain go with Terminators? I don't see why not. I didn't see a rule why he couldn't. Is there a rule why he can't? I don't know. You're the one with the codex. You tell me. No. I'd rather put him in with the aggressors. Oh, come on. Why you spoil it for me? Okay, fine. I won't put him in the Terminators. I'll put... Hang on. How many... There's no limit on how many characters you can put in a unit, right? Have you got something that can take out a war machine just in case? Yeah, the Terminators. I'll put him with the aggressors. Job done. There we go. Job done. Just finished 10 Deathwing Stone Guard, Apothecary, Librarian, and Ancient. 6 Deathwing Blade Guard, Ancient Judicia. 6 ICC with Azrael. Ah, you cheese. Ancient. Now doing Ravenwing, 10 Infiltrators, 2 Invictus, and Suppressors. Blimey. Nice. Then what about the Apothecary? Isn't the Biologist in Gravis armor? I'm pretty sure they could be paired, because that's the meta cheese at the moment, apparently. Thank you so much for the follow, Horns fan. I hope you're well. Let us know what you're up to. 1 character per unit, unless there is captain in unit, then some character can join. So there you go then. If I have my captain in with the aggressors, I can have the Apothecary with him. Booyah. Daryl Dixon and Saul Goodman. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Biologist only attaches to Gravis. Boom! Fuck yeah! Let's go! You know what I mean? Hang on. Let me have my cheese moment, yeah? Have my cheese moment. I didn't need any named characters. So last year, I had the Suppressors, Assault Intercessors, Regular Intercessors, Ancient, the captain, I had Gilliman. And what else did I have? Oh, and the Blade Guard. Right. And the aggressors. Not very good points efficiency wise. So I thought I'd sort that out. And then I was like, shall I take a Dreadnought too? And then I was like, no, you know what? I can get 2 squads for that. So that's what I did. Let's fucking go! Ah! Should attach to Terminators, but sadly he doesn't. Yeah, no, I'll need him to be in Terminator armor, obviously. I'm silly. Gilliman's Island, exactly. Exactly. So anyway, 995 points ain't so bad, right? And then like if I was gonna do 2,000 points, then I'll put in a tank and 2 dreadnoughts. Bosh. And some more troops, obviously. Yes, yes, I get it. I get it. I get the joke, right? He acted like I've never been to Gulliver's Land or heard of Gulliver's Tales. I get the joke. Right, anyway. So, what did I need to do with these then? Heavy intercessors. Face. The faces are fine. Touch out the black. Which I just did. I do need... Oh, got a bit of scroll work. Right, if someone makes a really cool suggestion in the next, say, 5 seconds, I will write it here. If it's not cool enough, I won't. Yeah, and I was fucking around by getting the name wrong, because it sets Bill off. For Dawn, get out. Not gonna put bums either. For Yorkshire. For the tea. For the fields. For Yorkshire. That old boy. Cool. Alright, you all done bad names, so I'm gonna put my own. Oh no. Bruh. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna fit that there. Alright, I got a name. I need a buttered sausage. There's a reference we haven't had for a little while. I need my other brush. Where's my other brush? Isn't those? Ah, I must have put them away somewhere. Whoops. Okay. I'm gonna have to deal with this one then. Fee victors, woe to the vanquished, or cry losers. That's a fine name, but I'm just gonna go with something less fancy. Right. H-U-N-D-E. H-E-U-D-N will be the middle. Chungus. No, I'm in a senior moment. How dare you? Okay, that works. Okay. If you can read that. Does that work? Is that okay? Thunder, because, you know, heavy bolt fire gun, isn't it? Just managed to squeeze it in. That's what she said. Alright, see, I can sometimes do something. She's on a shooty stick. What were you lot saying? Weapon scrolls on mine don't say out. Super looking things get carved off. Fair enough. One last thing. Don't forget the 1-inch charge rule for walls. Always put models 1.0001 inches from a wall to make people having to charge around the building. Yeah. Alright, Underhive. You'd prefer Chungus, Void. I think that was fine. Yeah, it's fine. Cheeky bastards. Right, now I need to put a bit of Skeleton Horde on it. Just to weather it up. I'll pretend to weather it anyway. Don't smudge, don't smudge, don't smudge, don't smudge. Not sure my eyes can hack painting anymore. Got the trim done and red apart from... Trim is a pain in the ass no matter what anyway. Could have written bang instead. Thank you. It's always super helpful. Alright. There we go. That's better. Looks neater and fancier and all that shit. And then we just need a little bit of black. Tidy up along there because that bit got messy. There we go. Right. There's not much really detail-wise. Yeah, they're good. They're good, they're good. They just need transfers now. Okay, so they're in the same pile as that one. Cool. Right. And then the suppressors, they need tufts. They need the face touched up. This dude's face. Yeah, it looks a right mess. The scope needs doing on this one. And edge highlight on the black areas for them. Okay. So I can do the tufts now before I go. Well, thanks, Bill, for doing the links on YouTube as well. I appreciate that. Yes, the army is looking dope as hell. Now it's all finally finished. It's getting there, isn't it? You know what? It's been so long since I've had a fully finished force, you know. And this one is kind of spanned over a long period of time with lots of side projects, you know. And but I've really sort of settled on it because what I find hard is I like to start a project and then I get excited with so many ideas and like have a massive creative outburst and then I get overwhelmed and I get like a decision lock, you know, like where you have too many choices, and sometimes choices can be the enemy of creativity because then you don't finish anything. Yeah, have a little extra since it's off the base anyway. Right, cool. So those bits are done for that. So yeah, all I'd have to do for these ones then is just neaten up the black areas, do some highlights on the black, sort the hair out, and then they're more or less good to go. But these were done in a hurry for last year as well, and like, you know, it just didn't forgot about it. I appreciate that, Francois, but I'm actually just about to go. But you know what? I appreciate that. Thank you so much. You're awesome, and you have fun on your dinner date. All right, enjoy yourself. Um, and say, you know, someone from the internet said hello. Slow and steady wins the race. It doesn't. Never does. And the FIFA victory, yeah, exactly. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you that's gonna be my strategy. Right. So yeah, I'm gonna say a big thank you to everyone on YouTube first because I'm gonna switch you off so we can go raid another channel on Twitch. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I appreciate you all being here. Leave a comment afterwards as well. Let me know. Let me know what you are collecting at the moment, and what your favourite bit of your collection is. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you on Friday's live stream again, 8:30 p.m. BST, which is British Summer Time, which is GMT +1, I believe. If you want to go a little extra further on your sport, hit those affiliate links in the description below if you're going to make some purchases for your hobby. It costs nothing extra to you, and you actually make some savings there. And we get a nice little kickback, which helps us out massively. So appreciate that. Or you can go and buy me a coffee, or do the YouTube membership as well, where for a few extra quid a month you can get a few extra surprises. So thank you so much. You're all wonderful, and I hope to see you in the next one.